Hey guys, got a quality of life update for you today just to share with you the latest patches we've pushed into the V3 beta. Amongst those, we've changed the timeline display to include minutes instead of just seconds all the way through. So that's something that's obviously more in common with the NLEs that you guys use. The other thing we've done is a video bug a timeline bug where if you click and drag the playhead, that causes a bit of an issue. So we've changed the behavior for that so that the synchronization between video and timeline is always pucker. Then the other thing is we've changed the way the video appears, so it should be a little bit bigger, take up more of the space inside of the video preview area in the app there. The other thing is we have just put some little labels in and moved a couple of the icons, so the latch and the sort of link or record icon. We've put those down into the main transport area, and we've also just put the words next to them, just for the foreseeable, just to kind of make it more obvious what those do. Although I appreciate that the word latch is still something that is a music term. I know that you guys have struggled with that in the past, but yeah, we'll keep working on that. I think I also like the word sticky, so if you see the word sticky cropping up in the editor at some point, that's for the latch mode. We've also tested a really cheap and cheerful sort of MIDI controller thing. So it's this thing here. It's kind of similar to where's it focused? It's sort of similar to like a Korg Nano or Korg Mini or whatever they're called. So you can get something like this for less than $50, I reckon. It's just I think this was like 39 quid in the UK. What's great is that obviously using Filmstro, you can then hook up either the faders or the controller knobs, and it all works inside of our software by just clicking on MIDI Learn. You go to the MIDI side panel, click on MIDI Learn once, touch the slider or control knob or whatever it is, and it learns that. Then you click MIDI Learn again on the same one. So say you've chosen momentum, right? Do it again. Then you click on depth, MIDI Learn, move the thing, click on MIDI Learn again, and it's done it, and so on. So you do that for all three. Now, the thing that's worth pointing out is for the start and stop, that by default as well is something we expose to these kinds of third-party controllers, right? But the start and stop is obviously pause, play ultimately. There's a stop which is different. So pause play is what's called a toggle continuous controller data event. That's the only cautionary word. That doesn't take long. You just have to find out from the manufacturer or open whatever software it is that came bundled with the hardware you buy and change that to toggle. Obviously you can still use our play button, you can still use the space bar, you can still use the return key to go to stop, as in that basically returns and shuttles to the beginning of the timeline. So yeah, that's that as well. So that went on a bit longer than I expected, but I just thought I'd just sort of chat that through because I know that some of you have been really keen to use other controllers out there. Oh, and a really important thing to mention is we have got video offset now as well. So all you have to do is you have to just click on the video object in the timeline, and then you can move that video object to the left or to the right. So if you move it to the left, that basically means that you are wanting the video to start later because you're essentially kind of moving some of the video out of the Filmstro timeline. So you're sort of saying, hey, ignore this stuff at the beginning, start here. Or if you move it to the right, then you're essentially saying you want the film to start a little later on. So the music's going to start, then the film starts. So we're really pleased with that. I'm not sure if we're already displaying the frames or the seconds on the video object, but that's certainly coming. We want to display, if you move it, it'll show how many frames you've moved it by, and then obviously by just going back to 0, you can just reset that to its original position. Other than that, there are some new music releases you guys should check out. There's some nice ones. There's like a Studio Ghibli kind of sound-alike thing, which is lovely. Lots of other exciting things in the pipeline. We've received lots of feedback, and so we have some awesome ideas for how to make things even better, especially also in the browse page, which we know we have neglected, but we're going to get back to that next month as well. All right, excellent. Hope you're well, and until next time, happy editing.